Hey you, you, the one watching this video. I want you to think back for a bit. Back to the last time someone antagonized you for no good reason other than the place you were born, or the sports team you support, or even something as nonsensical as the gaming console you prefer. But by far not the only thing that drives people to hate. Chances are this kind of behavior finds its root in tribalism. They antagonize you because you are part of the opposing group, because you were born in the next village over, you support the rival sports team, or you prefer the gaming console competing with theirs. It's a pretty instinctual thing to seek a sense of community, a place where you feel like part of the group, like you belong there. It's a feeling that has served us well as a species throughout the ages. We can hunt way bigger game as a group, build way bigger houses, fight off the elements and predators more effectively. Basically, we are a social animal, as humans, designed to live in small tribe-like communities, boosting our chances of survival. This has worked well for probably hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions, and is still deeply ingrained in our DNA even today. It becomes problematic, however, when we start changing our environment faster than our genes could ever hope to catch up. A mere 200 years ago, for example, there were no cars yet, and today the idea of not having one to get around is strange. If that was the end of it, it would still be fine. But the reality is that we change faster and faster. Just a mere 50 years ago, a time plenty of people today have been alive. The internet wasn't even a thing, and today it's such a basic part of our life, I can hardly imagine how life was like without it. So, what happens with those social instincts in us, still left over from a time of tribal life, now that our actual environment couldn't be more different than what they are trying to prepare us for? Well, for one, they most certainly do not just go away. People still seek out community and companionship, but with more and more of our daily lives being lived online, people are getting lonelier. Overall, younger generations report having less friends, less romantic relationships, and feeling lonely more often than their older counterparts. So to combat these feelings, we ironically turn to the thing that's partly responsible for them in the first place: the internet. Whether it be 4chan, a subreddit, a Discord group, or video games, we search for something to replace that lacking feeling of community. Only the internet is not real life. You don't see the person you're interacting with, often you can't even hear their voice, and you can't touch anyone. You are lacking probably 50% or more of what makes social interactions, so it doesn't work well to stop loneliness. And young people stay feeling lonely, looking for the quick fix rather than a permanent solution. One more way the internet differs from real life when it comes to social interactions is the choice. On the internet, the choices of who and where to socialize are as varied as humans using the internet. Want to be part of an American politics group, Colombian sports fan, Vietnamese gaming group? All possible, granted you speak the same language. While in real life, unless you want to travel 15 out of 24 hours a day, you are more or less stuck to a certain radius around you. I mentioned this in my video on politics, which you should totally watch if you ask me. But the freedom to seek out others how and where you want makes it easy to radicalize yourself. Since naturally, most people seek out others who agree with them to socialize, furthering their already held beliefs instead of challenging them. But the problem this creates goes, in my opinion, further than just politics. No matter what character trait or hobby you hold, you will find a community of people online who all share this trait, normalizing it. For example, if you liked fucking toasters 50 years ago, you would be known as the weird toaster fucker, if you even let anyone know of your hobby at all. But today, you can go online finding a community of 10,000 toaster fuckers, discussing the best toasters to fuck and reaffirming that it is completely normal. You could be a complete asshole, but find enough people online to tell you aren't an asshole, and it's everyone else who is the problem. And go on your merry way, never questioning yourself, never improving yourself, continuing to be an asshole to all around you. Alternatively, you could be a really nice but lonely fella, searching for community online, and in the process come to adopt some questionable beliefs to fit in. Maybe it's something harmless but annoying, like how people who play PC games look down on console gamers. Or maybe it's something completely unhinged and dangerous, like a terrorist group that you are about to get yourself into. Either way, whether you have a problem and gaslight yourself into believing you don't, or you're just lonely but create more problems by trying to fix it in the wrong way. I don't believe purely online communities of people you don't know the face of and can't interact with in person should ever replace friends, family, and a community in real life. If there's any advice on the topic you want to take away from me, poor choices that may be, then let it be these two things. Don't try to replace real social interactions with internet ones, especially not with creators who don't even know you. And second, question yourself and the people around you. It's okay to come to different conclusions. You don't have to agree with everything someone says to be their friend or lover or neighbor. And people who think this way tend to be far down some rabbit hole you don't want to get dragged into. So try to observe and stop your mistakes before you make them. Makes life a whole lot easier than fixing them after you made them. I don't really know what to say after a video like this, but keep in mind that I'm of limited life experience and even more limited research experience, so take whatever I say with a grain of salt and do your own thinking. If you liked the video though, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I can earn money and sell out. Every single sub is a lot of help and greatly appreciated. Same goes for likes or shares, and I very much like reading comments if you got something to share. Thanks for watching, have a good day.